Hello, this is Erica with the Purple Quilt Company. Thank you for tuning into my channel. This is my weekly Finish It Friday video for Friday, November 8th, 2024. So if you want to see what I've been working on this week, please stay tuned. I hope that everybody has had a productive week. My week has been pretty productive. I have put most of my energy into two projects that I'm going to share with you today. I am very excited about both of them. We're going to start upstairs with a community quilt update, and then we'll come back down and take a look at what's behind me. The first project that I put a lot of energy into this week is the community quilt that we worked on at the car fellowship a couple weekends ago. And I've cut everything down to uniform size. The blocks are cut down to 12 1/4. And then I've also done the sashing and the cornerstones. It's just laid out right now. It is not stitched together. And this is not even a final layout. I'll zoom in just a little bit so you can see the colors. As I get ready for the final layout, I'm thinking of putting solid or solid looking colors on the corners. So like the red and green and purple, those are probably going to go on the corner, like maybe 2 reds and 2 greens or 2 reds and 2 purples, something like that. I haven't decided yet. And then the polka dots seem to really take up a lot of space. So if there's a way to spread those out, fine. If not, I'm not going to spend a lot of time worrying about it. I just want to make sure that we have color on the 4 corners, and then I'll see how we can work the rest of it into the quilt. There's another thing. I started these bottom 3. When I cut those down, I actually cut I cut it so that the square would be bigger, the big square would be bigger. But then on the rest of them, I made it a little bit more even, and I like it better with the smaller square, or with the smaller, large square. So I'm going to make sure that I work these into the center of the quilt so they're not sticking out on the end. But it's really coming together nicely. I'm happy with the way the sashing looks and the cornerstones. So I will need to think about a stop border probably, because this quilt is going to be a throw size, and I know I'm going to have to add some borders because I want it to be a little bit wider. But it looks great like this. I'm thinking maybe of taking some of this extra blue fabric because I have like a piece of a fat quarter left, and seeing if I can get a thin stop border around it. But I don't know yet. I haven't thought that far out. I want to get this stitched together, and then I'll know better what I want to do. But it's coming together. Thank you guys for your suggestions. This white with these blue cornerstones is amazing. Can't wait to see this thing put together. The second thing that I have been putting my energy into this week for sewing is these rows for the Jacob's Ladder quilt back. These are big 12 1/2 inch squares and rectangles that I have stitched together. Right now, they're just stitched in rows and kind of laid out beside each other. I still have to go back and pin the rows together and get them stitched, but I'm really happy with them and how they're turning out. They're actually sideways because a few of these fabrics are directional, and I wanted to make sure that they're facing the right way. So I have everything turned sideways so it would fit on my design wall. And even this last one here is kind of pinned because I wanted to get everything up here at once. I did get a question about this cocktail fabric right here on a baby quilt, and I was looking at it and I just looked at the color. The subject matter was not important to me. So since it fit the colorway that I wanted to go with, that's why it's going on this quilt back. I am really happy with how this is turning out. I think it's going to be great. I just need to, as I said, get everything pinned and then stitch these together. This back is going to be, hopefully it's going to be about 72 inches square, which is going to be just bigger than the quilt top, so that when I put it on the long arm, I have enough space to quilt. And then I'll be cutting some of the extra off of these pieces. But I'm very excited about how this is coming together, as well as the community quilt. I did work with this. I did a little bit of leader ender work, not a lot, but I did get some of that work done, and I have my 4 patches for the next Jacob's Ladder block completed. Everything seems to be going well on both of these projects. I have not thought more about that other quilt as far as the border. I need to think more about that. And then backing. I have an idea for the backing, but I'm going to wait and get the quilt top done before I make a final decision. So I hope that your week has been going well. Let me know in the comments what you're working on, what you're excited about for this upcoming week. If you have any questions about what you've seen in this video, leave them in the comments below. Thumbs up this video and share it with your friends. Subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.